The purpose of this video is to help you prepare a standardized bank reconciliation using the Excel program. Bank reconciliations are a very important tool used to manage cash. When a bank reconciliation is performed independently by someone outside the company, it serves as a great internal control tool. Internal controls are procedures that must take place within a business to help safeguard the assets against theft and misappropriation or misuse. These procedures should address an overall plan to safeguard all assets. It should also address specific items like who handles the cash, where the cash goes, how it is recorded, and who and how it is reconciled, among a laundry list of other items. In Accounting 100, you spent an entire chapter learning how to prepare a bank reconciliation. If you are a little rusty or it's been a while since you had Accounting 100, go to my webpage at www.cerritos.edu/dljohnson and go to the course materials link for Accounting 100. You can review the handout for Chapter 7, the handout on cash. The basic steps or the basic goals of problem P5 are to help you prepare a bank reconciliation, to prepare adjusting entries based on a bank reconciliation, to manipulate data, and to prepare a chart. Here's the basic bank reconciliation steps that we'll be doing together. The first thing is we want to make sure that all items from the previous month have cleared. The second thing is we want to compare deposits and all other bank credits against the company's records. Then we want to compare checks and all other bank debits against the company's records. And then we want to compare all other items on both the bank records and the company's records. We will be doing a one-by-one line item comparison. If the items match, we'll check them off, and if the items don't match, we will circle them. Let's get started. As noted, the first step is to make sure that any items from the last month's bank reconciliation have cleared. You will see a September bank reconciliation on page 49 of your book. Take a look at the items on the bank side. We need to see if these items have cleared. If they have cleared, then check them off. If they have not cleared, then circle them. Because if the item hasn't yet cleared, it's still a reconciling item that needs to be addressed this month. So, last month there was a deposit in transit of $361.90 that had not yet cleared the bank. We would expect to find this as one of the first items on the bank side of the book. So we're going to go look at the bank items, and there it is. You can check them off. I'm going to check it off here, and then I'll scroll down. Maybe not. And then we'll scroll down and you'll check the item off here. The second step then was make sure that the other items from the previous month have cleared the bank. There are 4 checks. One for $90.60, $217.45, $570.97, and $331.28. We want to go see if those 4 checks have cleared the bank this month. So again, looking at the bank items, here are the checks. There's the $90.60, there's the $217.45, there's the $570.97. You should be checking them off. And we'll notice that the last one, the $331.28, has not yet cleared the bank. So you'll circle that one as the item is still outstanding. So circle it on your paper and write the word outstanding check. Since we've performed the first step and made sure that items from the previous month have cleared the bank, we're ready to go on to the next step, which is to compare the deposits between the bank records and the company's records. If they match, we're going to check them off. If they don't match, then we would circle them. Here's the deposits per the books. Here's the deposits per the bank, and we're going to start checking them off. 545.25 has cleared because here it is. Check them off. A little bit of technical issues here with my pencil not working, but go ahead and check them off. Check this off and check this off. Okay, then the next one, 842 has cleared. Check it off here and here. Then the next one, 978 has cleared. Check it off here and here. Then 658.05 has cleared. Check them off. Then 843.90 has cleared. Check it off. 352.62 has cleared. Check it off. Finally, the last one, 715.28, has not cleared, so that would be one that you want to circle as a reconciling item. The next step is to take the checks and do a one-by-one comparison. In other words, check to make sure that the check has cleared the bank. So here's 361.90. Here's 361.90. Since they match, check them off. Anything that is circled or doesn't match is what you need to worry about on the bank reconciliation. The last step is to make sure that any of these other items have cleared. If they haven't, then circle them. Those will all be reconciling items. After you do the line item by line item comparison, take each item that did not match, i.e. the circled items, and place them where they go on the bank reconciliation. Hint: look at the author's bank reconciliation on page 49 and use that as a model for your October bank reconciliation. Here's the author's bank reconciliation from last month on page 49. Use this as a model. You noticed how he entered any items that are added as positive numbers, and he added any items that are subtracted out as negative numbers. That means that this cell can be a simple equal sum from the top to the bottom. Also, it's called a bank reconciliation for a reason. When you're done, make sure that the adjusted balances match. The difference between them should be 0. As you know by now, each problem contains a chart for you to create. Charts are very important. As always, just like you do on a financial statement, each chart should have a 3-line title: who, what, and when. In this problem, you will create a line chart. The user should clearly understand which is the bank balance number and which are the book balance numbers. Make sure you denote that on your chart. If you are still struggling with charts, I encourage you to review Lesson 5 on charts from the QuickBook lesson, as charts will be a big part of your midterm and second in-class quiz, as well as your final exam. As always, I am here to help you. If you get stuck, email me with your questions, attend a lab to get one-on-one help, come into my office hours, or come into my traditional class. If my office hours don't fit your schedule, then we can set up an appointment. I look forward to reading your updates by Sunday night.